Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. I uh, I don't know how to make the front unblurry, so I'm gonna try and fix this real quick. But I don't want to scare the coolie lunches either. You'll be able to see the coolie lunches. They're hanging out. So I just fed them like 15 minutes ago and tried to get their food to fall in between the cracks of the rocks. Hello, Steve. Hello, Mike. Hello, everyone. So right now we're watching the Coolie Loaches. I don't know if one is on screen, but they typically pop up in this area because of the rocks. Um, Trying to figure this out is a bit tricky. Sorry. I'm not used to. I'm not used to this setup. We'll see how this goes. Can you show us those red cat Medaka? Currently, all the lights on my Mitaka tank are gone. So it'd be really hard. Um, I was doing water changes on Saturday, and I accidentally overfilled one of my tanks and spilled it all over the electronics. So only the air pumps are going right now. I don't have any lights on my Medaka tank. Yeah, it sucked. I need to get a new power surge protector thing. A surge protector, I think it's called. I messed up bad. I ruined that thing. Everything else still works. It was just I'm not going to risk starting a fire and plugging that thing back in. So we get to look at some potential coolie loaches. I do have a Medaka in this tank. Let's see if we can see it. It's typically uh, there. It's right there. Little Medaka. There's quite a heavier flow in this tank than what Medakas prefer. Make it back to the coolie loaches, hopefully. I gotta catch up where stream is. Caught a coolie loach. Here we go. They're eating, so they're gonna be the most active right now. Send me something you could pay for a new light. I will be selling them. The light isn't the issue. It is powers. The power strip, a surge protector thing. I just have to go get a new one. And then I'm still sorting through. The last I checked, I had 6, and I have 2 more potential red caps as well. Oh, look, we're getting a snail. Oh, no, not the snail. I can see all the snails. Let me see if I can't get this to be better. Hold on 1 second. I'm in Texas, Steve. Oh boy. About DA tropical fish? Is DA like short for something? Sorry for the no picture. I'm trying to fix this so it's not so blurry. I love these clear wishes, but they definitely like the dark. Let's see. Okay, you're in Texas. Do you know anything about DA tropical fish? I asked what it stood for, or H Town guppies. I assume it's Dallas. They're just eBay dealers that are from a different area than I usually buy from. I was just wondering. DA tropical fish is in Houston, I think. I am not familiar with online retailers. Is the quality a bit better now? I tried my best. I think I can also. I also have a better range of movement here. Sometimes this thing like has a mind of its own. Do you see what it just did? Oh my goodness. All right. I hope this looks a bit better. Like I said, this is kind of like me testing this type of thing out. But all right. Yeah. Okay. It looks good here. Okay, great. I didn't have anything like super interesting to talk about this week. Just kind of hanging out. I wanted to try one of these vertical lives again because I haven't in a long time. I've been checking out these rainbow fish at my local fish store. That I think that is going to be my next fish that I get. Looks like you can see the little Medaka swimming around. If you see the little alder cones hanging out in this tank, I got those from Ron over at Garage Aquatics. Let's see what kind of fish y'all keep. I want to know. Everybody tell me what fish they keep. South Central American cichlids, African cichlids, most community fish, live bearers. Currently have Congo tetrafry, fry, J-barb fry. I'm not going to pronounce that. And lots of guppies and ender fry. Nice, not much into bigger fish myself, but I kept one Oscar for like 15 years. Nice. I keep mostly small fish right now. The fish that I'm looking at right now is this. I gotta type it because there's no way I'm gonna be able to pronounce this name. It's the rainbow fish. That rainbow fish that I put in the chat. Um, for people who are going to launch this again, I don't think they'll have the chat in the way so they can see that. That's the fish that I'm talking about. The one that I want to get. The rainbow fish there that I cannot pronounce. I was looking at these at my local fish store and they're so pretty. I like the way that these types of rainbow fish swim. Like they're like pulsing or something. I don't know how else to explain that. But they're really pretty. I'll tell you that I like rainbow fish too. I want a 125 tall so bad. This 29 gallon, I absolutely hate it. I don't know why, but like with other tanks, I don't get this feeling. But when I look into this tank, it makes me nauseous for some reason when I see it at certain angles. And I hate that. I hate it so much. It's like distorted really bad from the top to the bottom. I don't like it. I don't know what it is. None of my other tanks give me that feeling, and no other tank that I've seen gives me that feeling. That fish that I can't pronounce, are rainbow fish also. That doesn't surprise me because I don't think there's a single rainbow fish that I can pronounce. I like these ones though. I think they're cute. My um I can say Pseudomygil. I was like Pseudomygil Gertrudiae. Yeah? Aru too? Or something? I don't know. That's the one that I want. Praecox is not something that I wanted to say. Yeah. What are they? Those are the big, wide ones, right? I want to integrate it into a wall so you can see through it from the kitchen into the living room. Having a 125, so like a peninsula or like a window tank. I think window tanks are really cool. I don't think I'd ever have one personally, but like seeing it on other like in businesses and like other people's houses, I think they're cool. But I can only imagine that window tanks are like super hard to clean. Did a Coolidge just flick by? I saw one go around the corner. I saw baby Coolidges a couple weeks back. I'm like, oh my goodness, my Coolidges are giants. They're just huge. I think I see a Coolidge right here, hanging out by that downed leaf. Stuff flying by. Prycocks are also called neon rainbows, only get to about 3 inches. They're the melanitanium prycocks, right? Dwarf neon rainbow fish is what Dance Fish is calling them. Yes. Okay, cool. There seems to be a larger, like, how do I say it? It seems like a larger, like, what is it called? Like the distance between when I say something and y'all hear it. Delay. Yeah, that's what it is. It seems the delay seems much longer than it typically is. I think it's almost a full minute at this point. It wasn't this bad when I first started because, like, um, I talked and then I muted myself so I could hear to make sure that the audio was good. Delay, lag. Yeah. It seems like it's really long right now. I don't know why. Okay, let's see. High price tag. We're just hanging out. Watching for coolies. Look, wherever they want to show up. Let me see if I can see it on the big camera. No. There we go. There's one. Hanging out with all its snail friends. There we go. We got a cool little in our sights right now. I see one flickering there behind the pot. Also, the tannins just aren't picking up on camera. It's pretty dark in there. What's going on tonight? We're just hanging out, talking, looking at the coolie loaches and snails. I had one. Oh, it's blurry, but there's still one. The coolie loaches really like these rocks. They're smoothed out black lava rocks. They really like them. Um, some cool news. I dropped the alder cones in and increased the tannins. And I looked, and there was no more coolie loaches with green bellies. So there is a possibility that they dropped their eggs, and we might have baby coolie loaches. There's also the other possibility that the change stressed them out and they lost the eggs. So we shall see. Um, we shall see if we have some baby coolies and this worked. Um, if not, it's back to the drawing board and seeing what works. I can get them to green bellies at this point. I cannot get them to from wherever they drop off the babies, the eggs. I'm sorry, I can't get them to wherever they drop off the eggs to babies. I never realized how much tannins are in my water until I pull it out in a test tube. The tannins in this tank are really high right now. I wanted to see if that would work for spawning purposes for coolie loaches, just like super dark water. Um, I also have pretty like medium flow up top. So I wanted to see if these things helped. Loaches are typically a pain to breed in captivity. They are. There have been people that said that they've breeded coolie loaches in captivity before, but they didn't know or didn't want to show how it got to happen. Right. So I noticed that I had green bellies, and since the first time I noticed the green bellies in the coolie loaches, I have been trying different ways to see if we can't get the babies, and I've been trying everything. So right now we're past all like the typical breeding stuff. Changing the water, adding cooler water, dropping the tannin. I'm sorry, not dropping the TDS, dropping pH, um, adding tannins, adding flow, taking away flow. Uh, so I've still been experimenting. I'm wondering if the This I I'm like this tannin thing is kind of where I'm at right now to see. They did drop the eggs either way, so that is something that has changed. So we shall see. You know, you'd really expect snails not to move as fast as they do, but they're super quick. I need to take out some of these snails. Um, I need to put in more black ones. I don't think I have enough in. Oh my goodness. Did you see that white snail? That's a white bladder snail. I haven't been able to catch one on camera like that forever. Those are, that one's probably going to get plucked out and get put into the white bladder snail pile for breeding. Right now, oh, hold on. If I can get my streams to breed successfully, I'll try for coolies or yo-yos. Kablack. Right now, coolie fishing idiots that are popular. Black also ways go quick also. That's in Spain, right? That's cool. Okay, nothing that's very local. Maybe something that's bred locally by locals. Maybe something that's bred locally by locals. There we go. I kind of got tripped up there. I'm like, huh. Looking into importing a pair or two of new to my collection Badaka for this year. I'll see. If you breed a Siamese algae eater in Seville, Spain on a Saturday, is it lucky? What? Africa is so close that hardly anyone breeds them here. Just get them from the wild. Huh, interesting. So you could potentially import Congo tetra for really, really cheap. Siamese algae eaters, tough to breed without adding hormones. Yes, from what I see, most fish here are cheaper than in the US. I'd like to like. Overnight shipping is only $16. Well, it's a lot smaller than the United States, so that's kind of makes sense. That's certainly a lot of snails. Um, I don't think you can actually see the snails that well. I think it's covered up by chat. What fish are y'all talking about? I uh, I got distracted. I saw them at Aqua swimming. It might sound a little morbid, but do you ever just give one a crush to see how they're growing and how much calcium you have in your tank? No, not for that. I do crush them and feed them to my fish, but generally I have hard water. Um, and I feed them calcium. So typically, if there's any pitting or anything, then I'll like I don't know, I'll remove that one. It will get eaten. To be completely honest, and I check and see, is it this snail or is it a bigger thing? These the majority of these snails, the ram's horns are feeders, the bladder snails are feeders. So I will crush them to feed them to my fish. I also have some very willing um, let's see. I have some very willing puffer friends. They're not my puffer fish, but puffer friends that are willing to taste test these snails for me. Your fish will love it. It was supposed to be at the end for some reason. iPhone likes to correct everything when you're in this mode. I don't know. My iPad does that no matter what. I'm still looking for somebody who is versed in cichlids that wants to help me talk about some cichlid books on Wednesdays, on one of these Wednesdays, so I can properly review these cichlid books that I have, and I can get some better information out there. So if you're good with cichlids, let me know. I want to do 2 of the cichlid books that I have for my aquatic archive series that I do on Wednesdays after Dance Fish. So if anybody's interested and wants to come up and talk to me or have a call outside of a stream and just kind of chat with me about cichlids, the offer is open there. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of me. You can message me on Discord. You can go to my profile here and click my link tree and email me or send me a message on Instagram if you're interested in kind of helping me out with how old are the books. Let me go grab them real quick so I can give you better information on them. Hello, Naga. How are you? This one is All About Cichlids by Braz Walker, and it is from 1978. And the other one is Introduction to the Cichlids from 1971. So 71 and 78. All About Cichlids by Braz Walker and Introduction to the Cichlids by Dr. Robert J. Goldstein. So looking at Introduction to the Cichlids, classification, behavior, choosing cichlids, feeding cichlids, physical parameters, the notebook, cichlids of Asia, the Rift Valley system of Africa, American cichlids, artificial incubation of eggs, care of cichlid fry. And this one is the one that is from 1971. And then the other one, where cichlids come from, the cichlid aquarium, lighting, the cichlid aquarium, water requirements, temperature, filtration, feeding requirements, breeding cichlids, bringing up cichlid babies, cichlids in the community aquarium, diseases and parasites of cichlids. Those are some cool books. Yeah, that's the point. So if you don't know what Aquatic Archives is, it is going back and looking at older books to see if their information is still valid, right, in the modern day, and also to show people books that contain fiction history. So a lot of these books have really interesting like historical value, and some of them still carry a wealth of information that we can use and or kind of get inspired by. So basically the whole thing of Aquatic Archives is telling people that these books are still cool even if they don't have the best information still, and even if they don't have the best information, they still have good information. But with the cichlid books, specifically, I don't keep cichlids, right? So like I can go to like I can have like general information about like a fish that I don't keep, right? And I can go, okay, well maybe you shouldn't put like a 35-inch fish in a 10-gallon tank, right? So there are things that like no matter what the book is about, like fish wise, I can understand like, oh, this is good stuff or this is bad stuff. But like with the one from 71, I have no idea how the artificial intubation of eggs or care of sick fry has changed from the 70s. But somebody who takes care of and breeds cichlids would. Um, so that's why I like kind of want somebody who has that experience to help me with these books. And I'd like to do that with all the fish that I don't keep. To have somebody that does keep them and be like, hey, yeah, there's like something we still do. That's about when I started fish keeping. Back then, that was all we had for info, books, and local fish stores. Yeah. So, to put that in perspective for myself, 1971 is before my mom was born. And 1978, my mom would have been like 4. And that's my mom. I don't think, well, there's a lot of people that don't think that I am as young as I am. So, I'm 30 years old. I was born in the mid 90s. Oh, you're not old. You're just, how do you say it? You're well seasoned. I'm a bit younger than most of the people in this hobby. There are a few outliers, and you're the same age as me. But typically, this is not a young person's hobby. I think that my mentor, when he passed, he was in his 90s. So, just keeping fish right up to the end. What is this cooling loach doing? And dives into the pile of snails. All right, y'all. I'll be wrapping up soon. I see that there's a couple of people live right now. Um, it looks like Empire of Pure Aquatics or Jeff Keen is doing some 3D printing stuff. It looks like Land to Lake Aquatics is doing something. It doesn't give me the preview. Something about the snakes. It doesn't say anybody else is live. What's going on? There was somebody else. Oh, Peplin Creek Aquatics is doing their egg watch. If you want to go over there. I thought there was somebody else. Well, it's not telling me that there's somebody else. So I'm going to say that those are the 3 people that are live right now if you want to go over there. I will be back on Wednesday at 9:30 Central or after Dan's Fish. Again, if you want to talk about cichlids on one of these Wednesday streams, send me an email, Instagram message, or if you have me on Discord, send me a message there. And yeah, I don't. I haven't read the book yet. um, I typically take about 3 days to read these books. I'm doing the manual of tank busters. Um, and it looks like we have in front of me a ram's horn hanging out in the top of the screen while we finish up and say our goodbyes. So tune in Wednesday to hear about the Tetra published book called The Manual of Tank Busters. So we will be talking about monster fish on Wednesday. All right. I'll see y'all in other streams throughout the beginning of this week. And I'll see you again on Wednesday. Bye.